Hello guys, welcome to a Trading Parrot. I'm gonna do the market morning update from my computer this morning. This is gonna be just focused on the technicals. I haven't yet looked at the news or anything, so let's look at the charts because we have something really revealing in here. Yesterday we left the charts with a 4-hour breakdown in the evening, and the daily was doing a retest. So you have in the two hands a 4-hour weaker signal saying a breakdown on the 4-hour, and we were saying let's embrace for potential impact. If we cannot really do something on the daily in here and hold the retest of the breakout on the daily, the 4-hour has the potential to bring everything down and potentially even break the weekly. So let's see what happened overnight. We can see that the daily closed on Monday at 45, 46. On Tuesday we closed at 41. Intra candle we went very close to 39. So we did a full retest on the candle close yesterday. Let's look at that on the price on the daily. Let's see how close we were to that RSI of around 102.1. That's the level we gave yesterday, and we retest at 102.3. So maybe just around $200 of difference between doing the full retest or not. So today we are bouncing off that support and we are going towards the 105. And I really want to see in the charts and in the order book what is potentially driving this from the point of view of technicals and data. Nothing yet to do with news. You can write down in the comments what news you think are driving this. And if we continue in this trajectory, today we could potentially on the candle close leave things very ready for a MACD bull cross on the daily. And that will be phenomenal. We've been for days waiting for that. I was speculating that maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, we see that. Yesterday, I also covered a post that was saying that typically we bottom on a Tuesday and then we start recovering. We'll see if that past performance plays out again. If that is the case, then on Wednesday, Thursday, we should see some relief. Now, this relief on the daily ideally needs to go back to this resistance of the VWAP connected to the 74K, anchor to that, or the one at the top at around 110, anchor to the all-time high, and the point of control at 111, where we also have this massive block of open interest that you can see in here. Let me magnify it so you can see it. That level of 111 is around $1 billion in open interest that took this short. So this potentially could be chasing that level next. Let's go back to the 4-hour because yesterday I made a big deal. I say that is the moment of truth, okay? And this could potentially turn into a fake out to the downside. Remember, the 4-hour is weaker than the daily. So there is a narrative potentially to say, well, maybe the daily again is going to win the battle. It's going to put a new high in here above 46 on the RSI. And maybe we resume on the daily. And all we did with this is just to fake out on the 4-hour to the downside. But for that, first step, we need in the next 2 hours and a half, the 4-hour to stay above this support, okay? And then carry on and take down the 66. So we need the 4-hour to do a bunch of tasks in here. Why do I want a higher high on the 4-hour? Because if we put a lower high in here, then it could mean that this is starting to become a channel to the downside, in which case it could still drag down the daily. But if we put a higher high in here and we go to this level, that is first resistance, and maybe we can do something like this, and then we can still visit the top of the range on the 4-hour. Where is the top of the range? We got first that white line in here, which is 77. That is, we don't need that. We need actually 83 and we need 70. So we already have that. We need a 70 in here. And that's going to give us roughly this descending trend line, the one that we need to achieve now, which is 70, and then followed by the top of the range, 83. That gives us a massive range. If we just go to 70, we go to the top anchor VWAP connected to anchor to the all-time high, anchor to 126K. That will be already phenomenal, getting into 110, because that's beyond the neckline of 107 that reconquers the breakdown of the head and shoulder that we had in here. That is my wish. That's my line in the sand. So let's go battle 107. Let's get to RSI 70. And then we get into 110 and we got half of the dirty job done. If we can hold at 110, then we can put on the table 121. That's the top of the range on the 4-hour. Daily is agreeing with that so far, and we are forming a daily hive bullish divergence as well. We are forming a potential bullish cross on the MACD. All of that could potentially be the signs of a reversal to the upside. And remember, I remain a little bit skeptical about this move, okay? I'm rallying with a long. I can benefit from it. If I'm wrong, I make money. But I'm with one step like, I don't trust this thing. But, my trust or my gut feeling really doesn't matter in here, because I really don't know where the price is going to go, okay? I'm here to make money. I'm not here to impress you that I know where the price is going, which is what most people think when they watch the video. Oh, I'm going to watch the Trading Parrot looking at his crystal balls, and he can see the future because he knows we are going to 120. He's magnificent. I got no damn clue where we're going. No damn clue. I just know that this sign is putting back on the table a potential move to the upside on the daily, and I'm gonna, get my popcorn, get my pint, and watch it and have fun. If it fails, we know what to do. We have a plan, right? We can DCA on the 90s with the second order on my long. And if we go into a new all-time high, I get stopped out in profits on my short and I still take advantage. That is strategy. Yeah. Okay. So what else can we cover today? We look at this. We look at the order book very quickly. There is a little bit more of green in here, as you can see in deviations of 1 to 10. The 70% longs came back to put another green signal in confluence with the extreme fear that we have today. And that potentially is what's helping this move up. Let's see if it's going to hold, okay? It hasn't proven anything. We still don't cross 107. It's just promising. And the delta reset, we took all the longs, so that served as fuel coming back down to test the daily, to do this retest that we have in here. Yeah, taking down all those longs serve as the retest. Now everything is flat and we need to see what happens in the rest of the day. Are we gonna continue, put a new high on the daily? Great. If we don't, and we come back below this white line, yellow line on the daily, then, longs are screw once again, and then we look for another entry lower. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.